We have randomly stumbled upon the Texas Toy Museum. Let's go check it out.
It's $9 admission, comes with free play on all the arcades. Or if you guys get any beer and wine, you get free play on the arcades after.
Okay.
Cool. Beer and wine and toys.
Wine, toys, beers, all those things.
We were not allowed to do beer, wine, and toys as kids, that's for sure. The scavenger hunt?
Fun.
Find them all and get 2 tickets.
Cool. Okay, we're going into the toy museum and we have a scavenger hunt to help guide us through.
The scavenger hunt?
So something's on the scavenger hunt. We've got Gem, Slimer, Applejack, Bobby Hill, Micro Machines. I remember Micro Machines. Pikachu and Wolverine. Let's go find some of the items. Dungeons and Dragons. Were you ever into My Little Pony?
No, but I actually think I remember some of these toys in like kindergarten or something like that. We're a party garage structure.
I remember these guys. Oh, you're gonna love this. My video game originals right here.
Dude, this is like 90s nostalgia.
We got Super Nintendo, the originals. We even have these Power Gloves. I remember this vaguely. I didn't really play with those. We've got the Game Boy, the original Game Boy. They even have a Lynx system. I never really used the Lynx. The Neo Geo joystick controller. Is that how big the Nintendo was? Or is that... I don't remember it being that big. Oh, it's huge.
I had a Nintendo like that my uncle gave my sister and I, and we would play so much that my parents took it away, hid it, and we never saw it again. I'm so resentful about that.
I think that's the story of most of our generation. And if you are a Gen Z, be grateful that you can have video games wherever you want, because we did not have that. Look at this. Sega Genesis. This was the fancy one. This was like the cool fancy one where you could like turn up the volume. This is the one I had. Sega. Remember that? Sega. Remember when you had to blow on the games? And then you slowly put it into the console and like slowly push it in. And then you slowly press the power button hoping it would turn on. And then sometimes it would turn on. And you'd be like, yes, thank you, God. What are you playing?
I have no clue.
Oh, this is Sony PlayStation.
Ah!
That's like a mini PlayStation. That's not how big the PlayStation was, right? We've now entered the territory of G.I. Joe. G.I. Joe!
Help us learn.
What?
I kind of want to cry when I see these things.
Why?
Like, it takes me back to my childhood, you know? It's like, damn, I'm not a kid anymore. Sorry. Okay.
I didn't play with G.I. Joes much. I did more Cowboys and Indians. I assume they're gonna have Legos here.
They better.
But although Legos is kind of made it modern day, it's not that historical anymore. Guess who that is? You know who that is?
I don't know.
I think that's He-Man.
He-Man.
We've got the original Batman. This is actually before I really watched Batman. I more watched the Dark Knight version of Batman. That came after the the Goofy Batman, where I'll show you. This is the Goofy Batman. Right? Kind of retro type Batman.
You get nostalgic looking at all these things?
I do actually. I do. It's kind of fun to want to go back and play. At the same time, I feel like I had my fill. I don't feel like that need to I have to go back to fulfill my inner child, which wasn't complete. At least in regards to video games. Oh my God! You know who this is? E.T. Phone Home. You know who that is? E.T. Phone Mr. T. When worlds collide, E.T. Phone Mr. T.
E.T. Phone Home.
Oh, that's the A-Team. No shit, that's the A-Team. Oh, the van. A-Team was one of my favorite shows as a kid. I would watch Mr. T. I'd see that black van, and it was just so much fun. I actually don't remember the characters' names. Murdoch, I think, was one of them. Indiana Jones, the original.
Hey, I'm gonna do that.
There's Harrison Ford.
I kind of want to watch the movies now, you know, the Indiana Jones one.
The original Batman collection. Look at this. I mostly watched Batman on TV, didn't actually play with the characters as much. Oh, Wolverine versus Sabretooth.
Always were second best.
Damn it.
Hey, apprehend this.
Here's another Wolverine. Storm. The Sentinels.
No, I just want to go home.
Green Goblin and Spider-Man.
Let's go watch the movie. We haven't seen it together. The Spider-Man one.
You've got the Incredible Hulk.
Banshee.
Cyclops. Oh, I forgot her name. Jean Grey turned to Phoenix. Oh, that's Morph. Morph. That was always Wolverine's voice. Jean Morph.
This one's for you, Morph.
What's this?
Barbie. That was my toy back in the 90s.
Did you play with Barbie and Ken?
Yep. I sure did. And I had like the house and the car and like the living room set. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world. Life is plastic, it's fantastic.
But these are like the old ones. Look, 1963.
Wow. Funny story, I actually played with Barbie once, and then some other guy was like, why are you playing with Barbies? And I didn't think like it was a big deal. So, but once he said that, I was like, oh, I'm embarrassed now. Should I not have been caught playing with Barbies? So the next time we went to that friend's house, the girls were playing with Barbies again, and I really wanted to go play, but I couldn't because like the guy made fun of me. So I had to like just sit there and watch, and like, you know, that's when you start to become an adult, when like the things you want to do, you can no longer do because they're not socially acceptable. Sad times.
And the funnest part was like building the Barbie world, like setting up the house, the home, dressing up the Barbie with her shoes and the cute clothes. Once the world was set up, I was like, okay, I think I'm good for today. And I was like done playing Barbie. Like I never actually like walked them or whatever. And then in middle school, I was in 6th grade, and this girl asked, who still plays with Barbies? And I still played with Barbies, but by the tone of her voice, I realized that it wasn't cool. So since that moment, I stopped playing with Barbies in 6th grade. I'll never forget her. The girl's name was Bianca.
I think we unfortunately all have stories like that. I think that's how most people's Barbie careers ended, when they got made fun of by other people. Here we've got the Thundercats. I was never really into Thundercats. Don't know who any of these people are. Ooh, one of my favorites growing up, the Lego. I love the Lego. So I had this exact one here, and I remember it was a little bit annoying because I think this top would like break off a lot when I was flying it, or the wings would sometimes break off when I was flying it. A little bit annoying, but you have to make that as part of the game. So you're flying and the wing falls off, you have to like, okay. I guess the plane starts to crash down, right? So then it adjusts the game, the scenario, and the world that you're creating.
I just realized that this is a camper van Barbie.
Yeah. Maybe that inspired us to do our camper van.
Maybe.
Whoa, this one's moving. Why is he moving? I swear his sword was moving. It kind of makes you think of Toy Story, like if I turn around. Oh, he's moving again.
Where?
I swear, I turned around and he moved.
Which one?
No, that green guy. Here, you watch. I'm gonna turn around.
No.
Wow, he knows when you're watching. See, that's what wasn't in Toy Story. What if the kid put a camera in the room and left? The toys probably still wouldn't move. They never addressed that issue in Toy Story because it was before its time. Let's go together. Damn it. Oh, these were cool, the castles. These were the Game of Thrones Legos before there was Game of Thrones Legos. The castles of the elite. Look at this Star Wars figurines, so many. Ooh, another one of my faves, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle.
Bebop, Rocksteady, get the turtles. Bebop, Rocksteady, destroy them.
Oh, I remember this guy. He was hard to beat in the video game. Transformers. This was almost before I was really a kid. And we would get little toys at Wendy's for Transformers. But then they like sunk, but they obviously rebirthed with the movie series. And I was so excited that it came back with the movie series. And here they are, the OG Transformers. Oh my God, so I did Taekwondo for 5 years, and it was for one reason and one reason only, and that was these guys. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, the best soundtrack. Power Rangers had the best soundtrack, I think, out of all of them. Over X-Men was good, but Power Rangers was better. Dun, dun, ding, 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 go, go, Power Rangers.
I was not allowed to watch Power Rangers. I was kindergarten or 1st grade. It was too violent, according to my mom. So I feel like I missed out a little bit. I would try to like, sneak in and like watch it secretly, but my mom would catch me.
You could have been her. The Pink Ranger.
Yeah. Or some other ranger.
Green Dragon.
Papa Smurf.
Oh yeah, where are the Smurfs at? You didn't see Smurfs?
No, they might be like in the top layer.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. That's crazy. Toy Story didn't get its own section. It's like hiding up here. Like the toys got put away or something by the owners, like put into a box and in the back of the closet. Maybe that's what happened.
Help me find Papa Smurf.
Did we get everything else?
No, I have like no idea who these other ones are.
Gem Slimmer. Yeah, I don't know them either. Oh, the Cabbage Patch Kids. Is that the one that's like, we down down the Cabbage Patch Kids, the Cabbage Patch Kids? Is that them?
I think so.
Jurassic Park's hiding up here. So if you did not shed a tear going through this video, remembering all these wonderful memories from childhood, either you're just not human, or maybe you're under age 30.
So some, cheese with the Barbies is that they were always very white, right? Blonde, like blue-eyed Barbies. And in the 1990s, that's when they start like diversifying a little bit more, having like black Barbies with black hair, brunettes. So you see like the early Ken and the early Barbie. Very white and very like normative type of, like certain type of body, certain like gender roles, and like they're changing that up to stay relevant with the culture today.
Ah, there they are, little baby Smurfs. Got a little bit of shelf here in the toys. Oh, is that Mr. Potato Head?
Mr. Potato, the early one.
Wow, that's the pre-Toy Story
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head. Really cool, man. Is this your store?
Yes.
Awesome. What made you want to build it?
So I've had it open for about 4 years. Was a teacher before that, got tired of doing that, and then opened this place. And then COVID hit, so that was fun. And now, it's almost back to normal.
What made you open a retro store like that?
So I just found out about like the other toy museums around the world and started it based off of some of them. Like there's like 15 in Japan. There's only like 3 in the US, 3 good ones. And then just wanted to bring one to Texas too.
Yeah.
And I had a huge collection. So
Oh, so a lot of it was yours?
most of it's mine, yeah.
Oh,
There's some
wow.
stuff on loan from another guy and people donate too.
Oh, very cool.
Wow.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
What's your favorite?
So that's a really hard question. I like the prototypes. So there's the prototypes in the Indiana Jones display of toys that were never made, like the never made short round. And then I like the line of Thundercats, and that prototype from Thundercats is pretty cool because there's only like 15 of them in existence. That one's an unpainted version, but there's some painted, and they're worth like $8,000.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and then all of it's my favorite.
Has the value of these gone up over the years?
Oh yeah, especially during the pandemic. Like G.I. Joe's quadrupled because everybody was stuck at home with what's a hobby you can do at home, collecting. So like everything went up. Pokemon cards, toys, video games, like the whole collector's market went way up. So it's good that I bought them a long time ago.
Yeah.
What's typical price for like a G.I. Joe that was before?
It ranges. So 80s G.I. Joe, like the early series ones might go for like $20, $30 before the pandemic. Nowadays, some of them are up to like $200, $300, just depending on who we're talking about.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Cool.
like Cobra Commanders went way up. A box Cobra Commander will cost you like $4,000 or $5,000 nowadays.
Wow.
Yeah, if you can find it.
Right.
Yeah.
Cool, man. What was your name?
Caleb.
Caleb. Nice to meet you, man. Thank you.
You guys.
All right, now that we have seen the museum, we can come to the free arcade room. Everything has free play, so no quarters needed, which kind of takes away from the experience. Remember when you had to put quarters in and you're running out and you have to go refill the quarters before the continue time ends up? We've got Donkey Kong, Pac-Man, Mario. Oh, the Turtles video game, I love this. Shell Shock. Jurassic Park. Oh, this one's out of order. I remember this one in the dentist's office. The little Pac-Man thing you could play in the dentist's office. You remember that? You remember that?
Whoa, 9 seconds.
I just press all the buttons.
That's pretty much how we all played. You just push the buttons and whoever pushes them the fastest usually wins. All right, there's 3 players in here, so I have to play as 2 players. at once.
You're electrocuting me.
I feel like watching this movie again.
I never saw it, so I would definitely want to watch it.
True story, years ago, my wife Karina and I played Street Fighter 2 and she somehow beat me. I think she was Chun-Li and I was Blanca and she beat me. I don't know how that happened. Oh, no. Go down! No!
It doesn't go down.
And that is your Austin, Texas video game museum experience. Come check it out when you're here.